You ever notice how some women go on vacation and somehow feel even more anxious? Do you have any of those in your family or friends? Like finally you get the time to rest and suddenly you can't relax. Your mind keeps racing, your body feels restless, you become emotionally irritable, or you crash completely. And honestly, this is way more common than you may realize. This is something that is very common around early summer. You spend months pushing yourselves, working, managing everybody, staying productive, holding everything together, staying emotionally available. And then finally, vacation arrives. Break out the party hats. Not really. Because instead of instantly feeling peaceful, your nervous system almost doesn't know what to do with the stillness. Because when you've been operating in survival mode for too long, slowing down can initially feel uncomfortable instead of relaxing. Welcome to the Primal Priestess, where we break down the basics to help you step into your most beautiful and aware self. I'm Dr. Ava. Now, this part of June carries a strange emotional contrast. Externally, summer energy feels light, social, active, exciting, freeing. But internally, a lot of us are finally starting to feel how exhausted we actually are. Because once constant movement slows down, the body finally has space to process what it's been carrying. And Gemini season, especially, creates a lot of mental stimulation, constant communication, constant movement, constant input, constant accessibility. So when vacation or downtime suddenly removes some of that external structure, many women come face to face with emotional exhaustion that you've been carrying, that you've been overriding for months. A lot of us don't actually know how to rest without guilt because your nervous system became attached to productivity, responsibility, caretaking, staying useful, staying busy. So when life finally gets quiet, you feel emotionally exposed. Not because rest is wrong, because stillness removes distraction. And suddenly, emotions, exhaustion, resentment, loneliness, burnout, or disconnection become harder to avoid. So let's shift your awareness here. And this is important. Vacation does not automatically regulate an overstimulated nervous system. You can leave your environment and still bring emotional survival patterns with you. That's why some of us become more irritable on vacation, emotionally reactive, restless, unable to slow down, or strangely guilty while resting because the body has not fully learned that slowing down is safe. Now, this is going to show up often during summer. You feel anxious the second you stop checking emails. You're struggling to sit still without reaching for your phone. You're feeling guilty relaxing while things at home still need attention. You're over planning trips because silence feels uncomfortable. You're getting emotionally triggered during vacations. Instead of feeling at peace, you're needing constant stimulation because rest feels unfamiliar. And honestly, a lot of us mistake overstimulation for normal functioning. Isn't that sad? So one of the deepest spiritual lessons of rest is learning who you are when you are not constantly performing usefulness. And that's right, I said performing usefulness. Because many of us only feel valuable when we're helping, doing, fixing, managing, responding, holding everything together. So stillness can feel emotionally confronting. But real healing often begins when you stop treating rest like something you need to earn and start recognizing rest as part of nervous system safety, not laziness. So, this week, instead of trying to force yourself to relax perfectly, pay attention to what surfaces when things get quiet. Notice what makes you restless, what makes you reach for distraction, what emotions appear in stillness, what guilt gets activated when you slow down. And practice creating smaller moments of intentional quiet before complete burnout forces disconnection. I hope you found this helpful. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. What happens emotionally when your life finally gets quiet? Let us know so that we can support you. And until next time, stay grounded, trust your intuition, and let your awareness guide your next steps.